What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 19 career mode video. And this video is very important because you guys will decide my next career mode. So make sure to vote which team should I choose, and in this video I will show you the 4 teams that I have chosen. You guys, the majority, like 60% of you guys said that I should start a career mode in the Premier League. I did vote on my previous videos and the Premier League is the most popular league, but you guys said that I should choose a small team and try to build them up. And again, I think this will be a huge challenge. Whatever team we choose, this team will have a very low budget, and also we have to start building this team up. So in 2 or 3 seasons we can win the Premier League title and the Champions League. That will be the challenge of this series. But this is going to be very exciting and a very interesting series to watch, because I will have also some rules and stipulations, and the fan challenges will be also active for this career mode. So let me know what kind of fan challenges should I do for whichever team I choose. And also, for example, if we decide to choose Wolverhampton, should we have a rule that we can only sign players from the UK and Portugal, because you know Wolves is Portugal connection, or with Fulham. As you can see, Fulham's transfer budget is £39.9 million. And they have quite low expectations for the first season, Fulham. So I think this could be a really good move. And with 40 million, we can do some decent business. But already Fulham signed £100 million worth of talent. Fulham are in real life at the bottom of the Premier League table, but I think they can do so much better than that. And I want to build a team up who can challenge for the top 4 in the first season. So whatever team that you guys decide to choose, I mean, Fulham have a pretty decent team. They have Schürrle, Mitrovic, Sessegnon up front, Seri, Kearney, McDonald in midfield, and their defense is also pretty decent. They have Vietto, Fonte as the backup strikers, and they have 2 very good goalkeepers, Fabrizio and Sergio Rico, who used to be a Sevilla goalkeeper playing in the Champions League and winning the Europa League titles. Seri, Sessegnon, Schürrle and Mitrovic are the outstanding talents in this team. But for example, Kamara is a very decent backup striker. So Fulham could be a very good option, one of the newly promoted sides, and I think this will be a huge challenge. Every game, if we choose a team in this career mode, every game will be played on ultimate difficulty. And as I said, for example, with Fulham we could have a rule that we should maybe sign players only from the UK. Let me know if you want to see that. Or we could have a rule to sign maybe players only who are 23 years old or younger. That could be another rule that we have. I like to spice it up and just not have the whole world available to sign for this career mode. I want to have some restrictions and some rules, which I think makes the career mode harder and also more interesting. So let me know what kind of rules should we have for Fulham. And the second team that you guys can vote for is Wolverhampton Wanderers, who have a almost 57 million pound transfer budget. And Wolverhampton are a really good team, up and coming team, who are already doing so well in the Premier League. They robbed points against Manchester City, against Arsenal, and against Manchester United, I believe, as well. So they have a very good team already. We could really target the Champions League, in my opinion, in the first season. Maybe the Europa League, or at least the Europa League. We have Jota, who is a very good striker, as you can see, and we have Jimenez, we have Costa, but on the bench we have Adama and we have Cavaleiro or somebody like that with that name. A lot of players from Portugal, because Wolverhampton have a Portuguese manager and they have some Portuguese agents like Mendes working behind the scenes supplying players, and also their ownership has some ties with Portugal, if I'm correct, but correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, Wolverhampton already have a very good side, really promising players. Ruben Neves and João Moutinho are 2 fantastic players. And also let me know, should I keep the original formation of whatever team I choose. So for example with Wolves, should I keep their 5 at the back formation? I think to make it realistic, I think I should have to play with this formation and make it work. That could also make the career mode more challenging and more exciting to do. And they have some very good players in midfield and in defense as well. And of course the Portuguese international Rui Patricio in goal. I think the vote will be very close, so make sure that you guys vote for any team that I can choose. And yeah, they have a centre-back from Belgium, Dan Donker, who they just signed, so that is a really good player. The next team that you can vote for is Newcastle United, whose transfer budget is £30 million, and I have a very soft spot for Newcastle, not just because former Liverpool manager Rafa Benitez works there, but because when I started watching football, Newcastle were a team who played attractive, exciting football with a really good stadium. The St. James's Park is a magnificent stadium, and also very passionate fans, and I love that when a club has passionate fans, and the Newcastle fans really deserve some success. And I think we should have a career mode where the story is that Mike Ashley sells Newcastle like he wants to sell the club in real life, and maybe a wealthier or more sensible owner buys the club, who invests money into Newcastle and buys better players. And let's see how far we can take Newcastle United, because I think they already have a pretty decent team, but of course this team really needs strengthening in my opinion. They have Salomon Rondon, for example, who is a really decent player. They have Perez, John Joe Shelby, the former Liverpool player, Kennedy, Ritchie, and their defense, especially the centre-backs, are pretty awesome. Lejeune and Lascelles, two 78 rated centre-backs. I think Newcastle really need some investment, and especially at fullback, for example, they probably need a new left back. They probably need a better centre midfielder instead of Diame. But I think other than that, they have a pretty strong team. And let me know again, should I keep the formation with Newcastle United, or should I change it? And they have on the bench Muto, Hosselu, Atsu, very good players who I think can help Newcastle, and I think I will rotate with the team and just try out many different players, and we will find a settled formation and see what works the best. I think it will be very challenging, because usually I play the 4-3-3 formation because my main series is the Liverpool career mode. By the way, the Liverpool career mode will continue as always with daily episodes, and I want to bring this series into my channel, maybe upload every day or every 2 days, depending on my schedule and how often I can make episodes for you guys. But I really want to make this series a success, so I really need your support. So if you are excited for a new career mode on my channel, make sure to leave a like. And the fourth team that I selected is Brighton and Hove Albion. And Brighton, again, a team who got promoted 2 years ago, and they are doing very well. They already beat Manchester United, and they are comfortably in mid-table. They have a fantastic stadium, the Amex Stadium, I think, which is really awesome. So I would love it to play in that stadium in this career mode. They have 28 million transfer budget, so again, not a big transfer budget to work with. And their team have some very interesting players, like for example Glenn Murray is a 34 or 35-year-old striker, but he has 83 finishing, so in the first season Murray can do a very good job. But they have some good backup strikers like Andone and Locadia, who used to play for PSV Eindhoven. And as I said, they have a pretty awesome team. Knockaert and Izquierdo, two quite fast, skillful wingers, but not great finishing. So I thought maybe we could play a 2-striker formation with Brighton, just to put 2 strikers on the pitch who can really finish the chances well, and prepare Stevens and Gross, 3 very good midfielders that can both defend and attack with a very good quality. Dunk and Duffy, 2 awesome centre-backs, and also Jahan Baksha, I can't pronounce his name, sorry guys. He's an awesome winger with good finishing and a bit of pace. But that's the problem with Brighton is they don't have a good enough bench, in my opinion. Maybe apart from backup strikers, their backup players, for example, Solly March is only 72 rated. So I think what we need to do with Brighton is buy better backup players, and then hopefully we can build them up. So in this career mode, whichever career mode wins the vote, I think the biggest challenge will be, can we get European football in the first season? Because I think that will be a big challenge, a big achievement if we can do it. But I trust my ability. I'm doing a career mode with Swansea off camera just to practice. I haven't played in like 3 weeks in that career mode, but I'm in mid-table pushing for the top 6 with the Swansea side, who are a lot worse than any of these teams that you guys can vote for. So I think with this team, especially if we choose either Fulham or Wolves, those were the 2 most popular teams when I did votes previously. If any of those sides win, I think I can finish in the top 6 and qualify for at least the Europa League. I think the Champions League would be a big ask in the first season. Even if we qualify for the Champions League, I don't think we can go far in that competition, but of course I will try my best, and every single game will be on ultimate difficulty. So let me know, guys, what do you want to see? Which career mode should we choose? Leave your votes, and in the vote you can vote on the top on the YouTube card, and let me know what kind of rules and stipulations do we need to implement to make the career mode series even bigger, even better, even more interesting, and also what kind of fan challenges should we have in the first season. For example, we could have like score 20 goals with one player in the career mode, or get I don't know, like score 70 goals in the Premier League, which I think with a smaller side would be a very big challenge, but I will try to do that. So let me know what kind of challenges do you want to see, what kind of fan challenges, and of course, if you are excited for this new career mode, leave a like. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay awesome. See you later. Goodbye.